Okay, so we're group one, and this is our guardian. It's for Westwood. So here's Westwood Hospital, and this is where we think this would be a good place to garden. Right by the top. Some supplies you might need. A greenhouse be beneficial to help the garden. Tarp will be good. Some good soil, um, and a water supply. And you need tools to garden. So this is some creative ideas for every farmer because weather changes and you have to take care of your plants different type of ways because of the weather. Who can help? For yours? Oh, everyone can help. Um, or adult helping will be beneficial, right? And resources to do some research on books are always helpful. There's a lot of helpful books out there. You can call stores and ask questions. They're really helpful. And Google is a great place to find all types of information. So,
All right, thank you, group one.
All right, so group two, and our idea is to make a pollinator garden with influence by the right side of the teacher parking lot. We chose native pollinators with a drip irrigation system with the environment and super low maintenance. We also chose to make a compost to help to start fix the soil in the area. Potential vegetable gardening.
Well, she kind of said everything up here, but that's our idea for the gardening beds. We want to start off with 3, so it's easy to maintain and it's not too much. And then our compost, and then that's the area that we chose to put our beds.
Last time, I just have the native pollinators, and this ones I thought from my research was good for this season, and those includes black eyed sweet ones, cardigan, and rain, azaleas.
Best practice tips regarding mulching, once conserving water, different fertilizers for specific plants, watering, plants that are right. Make sure you don't overwater.
We will contact the property management menu. We will go for example their need to support our gardening, and that's how much we need to do. And also, I spoke to Miss White, and I asked what areas were approved by Miss Nicholson for us to plant the garden. And she said that was the best area for us to use. That's it.
Hi. Hello. So we decided on this area right here, the courtyard, because there's barely anyone really stays out there for class time, so it'd be way more easier to access. We didn't choose around the student parking lot because normally when the buses come, people are going to be walking here, so that's going to cause anything. We also didn't choose here because normally EMS people normally need practice here, and we don't want to hinder on that. For the layout, we felt like they should do raised garden beds with a 3 to 4 pattern, basically here. So the tools are going to be gloves, spade, rake, fork, wheelbarrow, anything. The list of crops that we chose are cabbages because this They can be harvested multiple times a year. Collard greens, because they're also to be they're easy to grow and they can be grown in different climates. Broccoli, because it's a fast growing plant and it's still really good to harvest, and arugula. It's like broccoli, but it's a good crop to grow. Basically for sort of funding it to help a little bit, we decided to do like Valentine's Day events. If you want to get your partner a flower for Valentine's Day, use the garden to fund them. Basically sell them. And so for some gardening tips, you could find some more crops to grow, basically test the pH of the soil, because you do not want, if the pH of your soil is too high, that's going to lead to bleaching. You don't want bleaching plants. If it's too low, then that means the plants are not going to get enough nutrition to grow. Instead of probably getting a compost bin, we can make one ourselves. It's really easy to do. And we could use not meat. Do not use meat in compost bins because that's going to throw off the word pellets. You could do leftover vegetable scraps, eggshells, wood. And you're asking, why would you use wood? Well, because the wood contains phosphorus and other nutrients that will let the plant grow more. That's it.
Good morning, everyone. This is Bruce Diggs regarding info and ideas. First things, and some main assets we require in our gardening planning is the needs, which are better gardening supplies such as automatic water systems. So when we are here to plant them, the plants are still getting the nutrients they need. Discuss potential systems for efficient watering. Maybe a wisteria plant for shade. Highlight the benefits of shade plants for gardening health. Places to plant. We chose a few locations, one being outside the main entrance by the teacher's parking lot. Also next to the sidewalks from the student parking lot to the main entrance, and also the courtyard by the bus stop loop. The bus loop around the trees and bushes by the parking lot as well. Some problems we may face is lots of trash within the garden, like with students littering and trash going around the garden. Impacts the plant's environment and plant health. A cleanup initiative can be proposed. Lack of funding, if we don't get the acceptable amount of money we need for gardening, then it may not go as well with the money. Bad soil which can affect growth of the plants, causing them to either die out or not grow at all. Labor. First, we need to prepare the field area for planting. Next, we need to plant the crops, followed by watering them. Then the time-consuming part, which is monitoring the plant growth and health, and lastly, harvesting them at the right time. Some notes. My group tip was Dwight knows about gardening. So we should use her expertise for gardening advice and further our knowledge for the sake of the garden. As well as the garden is located in a courtyard. In that courtyard, to maintain, they want to progress by the end of the school year, in which we hope that there will be a plan to keep them still growing even outside school. Work time is 3 to 6 hours of commitment per week. They meet Wednesday in room 215 at lunch and after school, both Wednesdays and Thursdays. It might be a good idea to visualize meetings to see what they're doing.
Okay, we're the team 10 and we're going to give you all our gardening tips here. So, we're going to start with where to plant. we decided to go here at the courtyard, where you see here we have our dot number 1, which represents where we're going to put our raised garden beds and our fruits and veggies. Then here in dot number 2, we have where we're going to put our decorative plants. Those are going to be all your roses, all your lilies, all of your things that you want to display and make the school look beautiful. To move on, what is the cost of all of this? So for all our raised garden beds and all that, they'll be 2. And we recommend getting pre-built ones from Home Depot. They're fairly cost-effective, $200 and $250 roughly for both of them. And then for your veggies and fruits, those seeds, you can get seed donations from the Richland community seed library. You can also do it through buying them from Home Depot, Lowe's, and other gardening places. And then you have your decorative plants, which are always a little more expensive, and depending on if you buy them from seed or from, original, you can get it for $50 to $150 if to already have them clean rooms, and then to plant them, it will always be cheaper. So our recommended crops, we recommend potatoes, strawberries, eggplants, tomatoes, or peppers, and then our beans, such as green beans. I've listed all the plant times here. Actually, my team has listed all the plant times here, growth times, and harvest times for your comfort of reading. Our recommended decoration plants are the blazing star and the dianthus. And then our resources. A school garden is a minister, gets a kit from Clemson University, and you can use that to your best advantage. And then your community is always going to be the biggest help from Lifewood and throughout. They always will help you, and you can get the resources that you need from your community. And then our best practices. All these plants recommend a 6 to 7.0 pH. And then we also have a suggestion for you. It is to advertise the club, hand out flyers, and possibly create a social media outreach team. This team can help you get resources for the club and help you just get things done. Thank you.
Right.
Good afternoon. How's everybody feeling? Great. Alrighty, let's get it. So, basically, my group decided that this area will be beneficial to our growing process because we thought about putting a big tree right in the middle because I don't know what they tried in the past, but it obviously didn't work. So we thought about putting our raised beds over here, like in some space, and I guess if you know what's out there, go look at it, help contribute if you wanted to. Same thing with this area over here. So our ideas was what I just said, the raised beds over by the teaching parking lot. We wanted to grow onions, potatoes, carrots, and arugula because it's fairly easy to grow and just anybody needs a potato or parking lot. So create a system. Oh yeah, we thought about our crop rotation, like just making sure like we're on top of what we need to be doing, rotate the crops out, make sure it's gonna help everybody out. That's what it is. Our connections to local resources. We want to go to Clemson Agricultural College, it's like right there off of Clemson Road, and see what they did there. I did too. As well as get seeds from the Richland Seed Library. That's all in like the same area. We could gain knowledge and valuable insights into how to make the garden better and more productive, as well as grow faster. We could also throw a fundraiser, having people donate $1 to vote for which crop to grow. And we could also use social media to promote our designs. Benefits to the campus. The benefits to the campus would include, but are not limited to, providing food, looking awesome, being sold for a profit, restoring nitrogen levels in the soil and purifying the air. But like Jermaine said, it could be an activity for students to do, stay out of trouble, do something positive. That's it. Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah. We are group 9. This is our garden pitch. The area climate code that we are in is AB. So we picked some crops that are harvestable during the school year, or some crops that would be good without maintenance during the summer. Our plants right now are onions, strawberries, but later in the school year, probably around early spring, we think that you could plant potatoes and get away with a decent harvest, and flowers are a good option as well. We should plant onions and strawberries are ideal because onions and particularly need to be planted around the first month of October and grow until November 15th. Shifting those dates to now means probably a lesser crop, but a better adherence as well. Strawberries are meant to be planted on the 15th of October and harvested on the 31st. Their short growing time means that you should be able to plant them this year and get a crop. Potatoes can also be planted around February 1st, harvested well before the end of the school year, probably around March 31st. And they're all edible and can be sold to soup kitchens or anywhere. We decided to plant them on the roof of the school over there, and the greenhouse is somewhere over there.
So for potatoes, we'll plant 6 to 8 seeds. The onions, we need about 20 to 30 bulbs or sets. You have to gently push the bulbs into the soil until the point is facing upwards. Strawberries should be planted 9 to 12 transplants evenly spaced. Harvest potatoes. Allow potato vines to die completely before digging. Leave in the ground for a week to toughen up the skin. Harvest the onions, green onions by hand. Shake off soil to store in a cool, dry place. Dried onions should be harvested and allowed to dry in the sun for 7 days.
So, what would you need for this project? Well, seeds, for the most part, can be found in the Richland 2 library. But if you need extra seeds, you can buy them from Home Depot, fairly cheap. Raised bed gardens can easily be made by getting like a cheap kid-sized pool, and if you just fill it with dirt from the forest, that's good dirt and basically a free raised bed. Tools can also be rented from the Richland 2 library as well. A shovel, spade, and gloves for planting, and bucket/hose for actually watering plants. And purchasing instead of renting would probably be worthwhile in the long term. We also included a greenhouse just in case they wanted to plant more plants year round. That's not super necessary. An idea we had was compost. We could get food scraps from around the cafeteria, and I'm sure somebody will be able to use that. You could increase the soil quality.
Document of this session, we decided that our greenhouse is going to be included. So we can print organic food, superfood, add logos, and have online. For soil, the compost from the cafeteria can ask if they will donate any waste to us. So you guys grow stuff. And the compost cost can be anywhere between $20 to $50. Alright, so our locations are in a place that doesn't take a lot of traction. You can see the parking lot where there's a lot of grass. In front of the 100 hall, find some big dots near the location, near any of these locations, and make sure we have the right kind of store. And for tools, so for the tools, we got gloves. They should be durable but not too bulky, especially working with seed or transplanting seedlings. Fit and it will fit is important as fully fitting gloves and gloves blisters or resulting accidents from slipping up. And we also have reduced years of creating the plants that are getting out of control and being taken over. They just kills the invasive plant. A garden fork to loosen and turning soil over so we can rake out stones and break up bog. A spade and the last one we got hoses, watering can, and wood.
Okay, then we got plants. Full season is for like leafy greens, root vegetables. Certain fruits, berries, aloes, and for warm season, tomatoes and peppers. And then cucumbers, squash, eggplants, beans, both Venus, spot traps, cardinal flowers, fire, Camilla, and flowers.
Alright, so this is our project. We plan to all the bands principles. So we're going to in front of the courtyard. And like the lunch part of the school, or like the kids in the school, doing like the John doing all the stuff. This is the area we're talking about, like the courtyard, that's the main area where we grow all the food and stuff that Chelsea wants. This is like a good area. Over here to the way what's school over here into the lands and stuff. Garden beds. So like the stuff we would need, so we thought even the best like natural stuff that we build them on things like that's cheaper, we all that's cheaper to do, like we need to build them on garden beds instead of actually buying them. And so stuff we plant in them, like in the courtyard area, we plant like most of the crops, which would be carrots, tomatoes, radishes, peppers, cabbage, and sweet potatoes. And then in the areas like more people are like ready to see, there'll be like flowers and aster, love, I'm not satisfied, and flowers are still using the best with the plants and like it's the kind of this and also grow during the spring too. Make of the fence is awesome. So people can see and want to eat school. So recently we would need like we need a lot of parents are living in school, playing students, with dogs, with garden beds. We need the library to like there's a lot of others. So the library also need social media so ads, people can join the club to help them out. Because it's got hope y'all start this one. It's the good. You're all the time.
Alright, in conclusion, the reason why we did August in the first instance so we could include a lot of people, get people active in the school. There's 9 times out of 10, the people here don't do anything. They are either running around doing something stupid or, interrupting somebody. So I feel like we should use our ideas to get people more active, to do something that's actually gonna, impact us in a positive way. And just overall, just like the school. Because right now the overall morale isn't the highest, it's not the best, and it could be better. So, just overall using, something positive, something like, something natural to positively impact what we have going on. So people actually want to come to school and actually want to do something and actually learn, how to do something.
Yeah.
So we're group 8 and this is our presentation. What's the plan? A plant is a living organism that produces its own food, acts as a source of nutrition for other life forms, and is the only source of oxygen in nature. What is our goal? Our goal as a team is to create, brainstorm a sustainable garden that gives to the community and provides a space that raises students' well-being. So, this is our garden's layout. We plan to plant tomatoes right here since they need like a sun, right? And like the sun, like it comes up from here and something like this. We got collard greens because they need like 8 to 10 hours of sunlight, same with tomato like 1 hours. And yeah. What are some plants that grow quickly in an 8B zone in our fields? Collard greens, as I say, you get 2 years out of them, an abundance of produce, and abundance of produce will come to Cucumbers grow best during May and thrive in warmer environments, and tomatoes are easy to grow, but they are sown and transported right to the size of plants. Where will we get our resources from? Partnerships. We have a partnership, plan to get a partnership with Reese's Plants, a local botanist that's planners, a local Home Depot to get Western materials for the DIY gardening, and agricultural education administration at DHS. These company advocates kids interested in farming, gardening. Questions asked potential agriculture business partner. Would they be willing to send representatives to teach them to How can we create a workable budget that these partners to raise funds for this business? How can they encourage the popularity of agriculture business? So, to exclude soil testing is recommended. Soil kit typically costs $50. Where would we get the agricultural club established in municipal? The agricultural club can make use of the garden to test the cost of sustainability. They typically cost like $20 to $60. How can we go from designing a garden? The raised soil that will be constructed entirely from netted garments and air. Basic plant shears, shovels, gloves, and plots for plants. What would the best crop rotation be? Olive greens dried, open hot temperatures, therefore they should be planted first and foremost. Tomatoes should follow suit, being planted in late winter/early summer months. Cucumbers grow best in warm temperatures, so they should be planted during warmer months and seasons. What would some good gardening practices be? Some good gardening practices will be ensuring that certain plants are planted in certain areas. For example, cucumbers need 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Thank you.